Welcome to the weekly mastermind coaching call. My name is Oli. I'm the head coach over here at Rise Academy. And every Wednesday at 2 p.m., come in here and literally like help you with Rise Academy, with the coaching platform, really how to make the most of it. So if you're on the platform, this is the day, this is the time of the week where you want to show up, you want to come into this mastermind, because I answer like all your questions. This video, this content you seeing now is usually like streamed live, and there is also a video which is archived into the Rise Academy site, so you can always go back and refer to it. So as I say, this is the time of the week when I come in and I really answer all your questions, like about the program, how to really use this program, use this great resource at your disposal. Literally, we've got like over 4,000 hours of content in that, and how you can actually navigate through all this information, all this great information for you to achieve your goals. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here for. That's why we're here for. We're here to get you results. Most importantly, we're here to actually help you keep those results. And at the end of the day, we really want you to create a lifestyle for yourself. So that's what we're doing every Wednesday, 2 p.m. UK time, because if you're in the US, it's going to be like when you wake up, probably around 8 a.m. If you're in Australia, again, it's going to be late at night, but you can always get the catch up inside the Facebook group, inside the Rise Academy site as well, where you get like the whole video uploaded there as well. So today we're going to be talking about fat loss, essentially, because the vast majority of you guys obviously ask me questions about fat loss, how obviously this program is going to help you with your fat loss, with your fat loss results. So we're going to be covering like fat loss, I'll say in general, because there are several things coming under the fat loss approach. Okay, and as a coach, I've seen many cases, and not a single person is the same as the other one. You'll see that obviously a guy comes in and you drop his calories, just drop fat. The other person's probably has been on a huge caloric deficit for a long period of time, and eventually they kind of like get stuck, like the results start plateauing. And this is what we do with Rise Academy. Like when you come in, I know that obviously you're coming from somewhere else, you've got a different background, you may have tried some training program before, you may have had some previous medical issues as well, which again, is not a one size fit for all. It's really like giving you like the necessary information, knowledge for you to implement based on your unique case. So this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about fat loss, really like how to help you accelerate your results using the Rise Academy platform. So this mastermind call is obviously mainly for current Rise Academy clients. If you're not a client, and obviously it's an opportunity for you to come into this mastermind, really see what Rise Academy is about. And if you want to get hooked up, go to olivierkili.com/academy, and we've got some great offers, some great deals on the website there. So go check it out. Now, I'll talk about fat loss. What the vast majority of people are saying when I talk about fat loss, especially when clients come into the program and we talk, and they're like, you know what, I'm interested in fat loss. I want to drop some excess weight, some excess fat and stuff like that. The first thing we obviously pinpoint is nutrition, is our nutritional habits. And clearly it's just something which is, it's kind of like common sense for you to know that, okay, you know what, I don't necessarily eat the right way. I'm eating too much. That's why obviously I'm storing fat. And when we come into Rise Academy, I'm going to jump into my screen in a bit. When you come into Rise Academy, what we're doing, like this literally gives you like a roadmap to navigate through for you to actually pick up valuable, relevant information for you specifically, and then apply them like as we progress weeks on weeks. So depending on which package you want, you could be on the whole full Rise Academy lifetime access. You could be on the 12 months, you could be on the 6 months, you could be on the 3 months, you could be on the single package. But I'm going to literally obviously show you how to use the academy. I just need to actually share my screen before we get that started. Having a bit of a technical glitch there, so we're going to come back to it. So first of all, like fat loss, like when we start trying to identify why are we actually storing excess fats, and then what can we do about it. There are three things which really matters. Okay, the first thing, and I talk a lot about it, especially in the platform itself, you will see it's a mindset thing. Like knowing that you're storing excess fat is a mindset thing. It's something which can be changed with the right information and the right level of implementation. So you need to get your head right in the game. Okay, and a great resource for it, I think I should be able to get back on my screen now. Still I can't. A great resource for you to get your head right in the game is using the 77 ways to get motivated. This is literally 77 strong, powerful message are delivered to you by video, audio, even voice message every morning to really like get you motivated and really get you in the right mindset. I think we're good now. Yeah, I think we're good now. So we're in the platform now. So as I said, like fat loss start with your mindset. You want to put yourself in a mindset. And quite often when I start working with clients and I see that, okay, chances are they have tried so many things, maybe got results, but eventually slip back again. So your first point of contact, before we start even talking about strategies and macros and calories and all these kind of things, I want to get your head right. So a great place to start will be to get the 77 ways to stay motivated program, which is part of like Rise Academy lifetime membership, and I believe as well in the 12 months deal we have. It's literally 77 strong, powerful message that I come in and I deliver to you. I need to mute that, otherwise I'm going to echo. Come in and I deliver that to you literally every day. Just go in there, like the day you feel down, you want to think like, okay, this message, for example, I'm telling you, like you need to prepare for the long game. Like if you're 30 years old, chances are you're going to live until you probably 80, touching wood. And let me pause that. You probably live until you're 80 years old and you have 50 years. It's not a matter of like a 12-week or a six months or a 12-month or a year plan. It's a lifetime plan. So I really want you to get in there, get your head right. Okay, because as you engage through that journey, to that transformation journey, there will be challenges along the way because you're learning to like understand your body and then make your body do what you want it to do. So if you go in there into the program, 77 ways to get motivated, great resource for you. I mean, you've got loads. Okay, you've got loads. Every time you want, your head is not in the right place, I highly recommend you to come in there. And depending again on which package you are, you will see that you can get those messages delivered straight to your inbox every morning. So like make good use of that. Like literally get there, click on the button there, get those messages. Like most of the time those messages, they're not more than 90 seconds. So you get in there like every morning, like you just really going at it, getting hyped, getting pumped, because that's really what this is about. It's not about like feeling sorry for yourself. You on this program right now because you want to change, because you believe that you deserve better and you want to reach your actual potential. So that's really the mindset part of fat loss. You want to be on the strong foot. You want to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go at it. I'm going to make it happen. And that's the mental attitude you need to be having. And before, and I'm making very clear, and I keep repeating it, before actually diving into the strategies and the tactics, because here is what happened. Vast majority of clients, like when they come into me and then we start working, they've done this mistake over and over. Like going to a program, we dive in head first, and then the head is not even right. And before you realize, when you hit the brick wall, you kind of like give up, you lose the motivation, and that's it, So you want to start here with 77 ways to stay motivated. Also, the first part of the program, like I believe everybody got access to it, like the codes, the vision, the truth. You really want to make yourself super familiar with it. I mean, when you fill up those forms, which are on the site here, I mean, the code is here, you can grab that as well. When you fill up all those forms about the vision, about the truth, the vision is pretty much like where you want to be. That should keep you jacked as well. When you come in and let's see if this is going to load up. Yeah. So we got the form here to fill up like the vision, for example, which is really telling you like, it's a form for you to write down what you're trying to achieve. What's the implication of it on your life, on people around you, and all this kind of good stuff. Like once you've submitted this vision assessment, you'll get a copy in your email. So like every now and then when you're feeling a bit down or in doubt, go back to look at those things. So that's the first stage of fat loss. Like get your head right. Okay. This is gonna be challenging. It's not going to be easy. It's probably going to be like way different to everything you've tried before, because here at Rise, like my goal is to get you results. And for me, getting you results is not just like, okay, you know, we're going to drop to a certain weight. Now, my goal is to get you to that weight and get you to keep that weight all year round for the rest of your life. And that's what like I want you to be prepared for. Okay. So when we get obviously the head right, it's something which is like it's continuous. You know what I mean? Like you don't go to the gym, for example, and then do like, I don't know, or you don't do just 5 push-ups a day and expect to get jacked or get some big arms. You know what I mean? It's something you just got to keep doing every single day. And then obviously as you progress, so you up the intensity. It's called progressive overload. But we're going to get to that anyway. The second point I wanted to raise here is, let me exit the screen share. The second thing I want to raise here is, when you get your head right, obviously we need to start looking into strategies. And we all know that, and everybody knows that, you know, the concept of fat loss, no matter which approach you're using, there are so many methods, so many diets, okay? It all comes down to this one thing, okay? You need to actually be in a calorie deficit. Everybody knows that. Google tells you that. That's what they teach me as a coach when I went to the personal training certification. That's what everybody knows that. Okay. So it's really like we need to get into a calorie deficit. Now, how are you going to get into a calorie deficit knowing that, okay, you got a lot of social events, you know that you eating a lot on the road, like your routine is always all over the place. Like, this is what we do here at Rise. This is why we provide you all these tools to make sure that actually, you know, it's not only getting in a calorie deficit, like, because everybody knows that, but nobody is doing it because they lack the information. And this is what we do here. I'm going to share my screen again, actually. Let's go back here. So when we come into the first part of the program, fat loss coaching, first thing we do, the first week, okay, and you will see that we use different tools. I'm calling them tools. For example, the first week we talk about intermittent fasting. Okay, now intermittent fasting is a great tool, and again, you will see throughout the program we're just using tools. It's just tools, you know, like this pen right there is the tool. I'm just using it to write down. Okay, so we're just going to take this tool and then use it to our benefit, and then move on to the next one. Now, the whole purpose for you to do intermittent fasting the first week, especially when you come in and your goal is to lose fat, the whole reason for that, and I'm going to make it very clear, I think I say it as well in the program here, is for you to clearly understand your different level of hunger. Like, are you really hungry? You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, there are several reasons why people eat. People eat because, of course, they need to feed their body. They have to feed their body. You know, like when you get hungry, like it's your body telling you, like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to eat. Now, the biggest issue here is, one, the vast majority of people actually eat when they're not supposed to. And what I mean by that is, like, sometimes you're only thirsty. You know what I mean? And you end up eating food, which is again pushing you into a caloric surplus. That's why you're actually eating way more than you should be eating. Sometimes, like, some people eat out of emotion. That's something else. And again, like, going back to the vision, to the truth, to the 77 ways of staying motivated, that's why I want you to actually keep your head right. So some people eat out of emotion, some people eat because they're thirsty, some people snack when they're bored. You know what I mean? And that's what you really want to actually learn how to control before diving into those strategies. So when we dive into intermittent fasting, for example, like, the goal obviously is we're going to eat only twice per day. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're going to eat only twice per day. And why we're doing this is, one, for you to learn how to understand at which stage you're truly hungry. That's it. Okay. And when we're doing that as well, we're going to put you in a very big calorie deficit. And that's what happened. I mean, of course, if you're on a big calorie deficit, this week you should expect to be losing anything between 5 to 10 pounds, because you're going to be on a huge calorie deficit. You're going to have 2 meals a day, and you're going to learn how to hydrate yourself properly, because another thing is, like, most people don't even drink enough water. You will realize that actually water is a good appetite suppressant, and you will learn how to actually know, okay, you know what, the snack I'm usually having around, like, 10 o'clock at work It's probably because I'm bored. I don't really need it. You know what I mean? When you go through this whole intermittent fasting process for a whole week, because we're doing this literally for the whole of week one, then you start to understand your appetite cues. You start to understand, okay, at this particular moment of the day, I'm not necessarily hungry like I could do with a tea or a coffee, because these are the kind of things we allow with our intermittent fasting protocol. Then we move on to week two. Sorry. We move on to week two. And again, like we're talking about nutrition here first. We're going to move on to exercise in a bit. In week two, again, we're not even looking into like calories or anything. We start looking at the size of your portions. Again, this is another thing, like we really want you to become a master at it, because we all know that we need to be eating like in a calorie deficit if we want to lose excess fat. We all know that. Now, the size of your portion is extremely important, especially if you don't have the time or the resources to actually weight your food. So this is a great technique for you to actually understand like how you can actually size up your food. And there is a resource here which is telling you like, okay, how to size up your food depending on what your goal is. Then we move on to week three, where again, we start looking at like, okay, you know what do you eat before or after your workout? You know what I mean? So I'm sure now you can see like how we're slowly progressing. So that on each week, you picking up on something. And again, like you progress into the next week, like you learn something, and then you progress into the next week, and then you just build up on that. Okay. So we get to week three, and then we start looking, okay, you know what do you eat before you train? What do you eat after you train? You know, and this is extremely important, because these are the moments, for example, when I finish training, like I'm super hungry, you know, and before training as well, like I've got a different type of nutrition I'm following. So again, here we're going to have like post-workout simple nutrition plan and anytime nutrition plan, especially if your focus is fat loss. And by the time we get to week three, we're going to give you like a simple, just an example of a 7-day nutrition plan for you. So like for the next 7 days, this is what you're gonna be eating like. Okay. And again, the goal here is to lose fat. So we creating the foundation mentally with your head, of course. And then now we go from the fact that, okay, you know at which point you're hungry, you know that you need to actually drink a lot, drink enough water. 3, you know that you need to actually control your portions. And then when you know that, now we go to week 3, and the sole focus here is obviously like making sure that your anytime and post-workout nutrition is actually on point. Now, when we do that as well, we move on to like the 4th week of the fat loss program, where we start looking into your habits, because those are the number one, obviously, like roadblocks for your fat loss. Like it's habits. It's a matter of like, okay, why am I always like snacking at night watching Netflix? You know what I mean? So like how you can actually and truly dominate those habits. We've got a long video here where I explain like how you can actually do that. I think it could be a bit slow here. Yeah. And we also got like a resource. So go in there, like download it, make yourself familiar with it. This is like most of the PDFs in the program, they're usually one-pager because it's really easy to read, understand, and implement. So go there and then like read it, make sure that you understand, make sure that you start implementing it, and you'll be surprised because you will see that, oh, actually, I'm doing this. You know, okay, I'm doing this, and this is the habit I'm having, and this is what I've been doing for so many years, and this is what's been holding me back. And how not only like identifying those habits, but like how you can actually overcome those habits as well, which is something most people struggle with. Like most people know that, okay, I binge eat every night, I binge eat when I'm emotional, but they don't know how to overcome it. So in this particular week 4 nutrition goal, you got like the great resource here, habit hacking. Make the most of it. And what I mean by that, like you really want to go in there and like really absorb the information and then start implementing it, because I'm giving you like strategies on how to actually overcome all those habits. And I'm not going to say like it's easy, it's not, but like if you follow the step-by-step guide, it's going to be a very smooth transition for you. Then the third part about fat loss, clearly, we talked about your mindset, you being in the right frame of mind. We talk about like what you're putting in. And as we said, like fat loss is all about like creating a calorie deficit for you. Now, we know that whatever we eat, whatever we get through nutrition is calories in. So now we're going to look at the other side of the equation, which is calories out, calories expenditure. And here with Rise Academy, like our focus is clearly to spend the calories through exercising. And this is where obviously the program is a great resource, because again, like we build up on each phase of the program, and then eventually like you get to the point where you kind of like consolidate everything. So just going to give you a quick run through. Let's have a look here. Let's go back here. Right. Let's see. I think this could be a bit slow. Yeah. Okay, that's good then. So you will see, for example, in the first phase, the fat loss phase, the first 2 phases of the program are really like fat loss focus, which is like I think it's around like 8 weeks. Yeah, it's 8 weeks. So we're going to go into this phase and you look at, okay, that's fat loss coaching. You come in there, you got your workout laid out for you, literally. Okay. You got everything, like every single piece of detail you could actually need for a workout. You got that right there laid out for you. So we got like workout day 1 of the fat loss program. And then you come down here. The goal when you start with fat loss, and this is another mistake as well. We always think that, okay, fat loss is equal to cardio. Okay, now I've got nothing against cardio. It's something which kind of like works in some case. You know, it does work. It burns calories, and our goal here is obviously to burn calories, increase our caloric expenditure so that we can put ourselves in a caloric deficit. Now, the only thing with cardio is if you go to the gym today and you spend an hour on the treadmill, okay, so you spend an hour on the treadmill and then you burn 300 calories, okay. And what you can do, like if you want to burn more calories, you're going to be doing, let's say 1 hour, and then you're going to up the intensity. Let's say, I don't know, you can do some incline things. You know, you do incline on the treadmill, you're probably going to end up burning 400 calories. Okay. You do 1 hour on the Stairmaster, again, it's going to be like the same thing, 300 calories, steady state, or 400 calories, like if you kind of like add the resistance and things. Now, the Rise Academy approach is different to that. The Rise Academy approach is more focused on high intensity training and really getting you moving. The only thing with cardio is is time consuming. For you to burn that amount of calories is extremely time consuming. So what I did in Rise is really like compress it in a very short period of time and really like blast it, really going hard at it for a very short period of time so that you burn so much calories really quick. And we're doing this through the Iron Fit workout. I'm sure you will see that. I will show that to you now. Yeah, there it is. We got the Iron Fit workout. So part of the program as well is we're lifting weight, man. We're on the fat loss phase, but we're still lifting weight. And you see that the first week, day 1, want you to set up a 1 rep max. And I know that maybe you don't know how to lift. And that's why we have like resources like the how to section here, which literally break it down like every single lift you could possibly think of. You know what I mean? And these are really strong, powerful, and short. You're not going to be in the gym, you're stuck on how to do a squat and then watch a 20-minute tutorial. So like short pointers, straight to the point, bang, 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 you get it done, you move on. And this is why you're coming in there and literally you learn how to implement the lift, you watch the video, you go back, you implement it, you take as many warm-ups as you want. From the first week on the fat loss program, we want you to set up a 1 rep max because that's the baseline of your strength, okay? And what we'll do throughout the program, using that number, because I know we're going to exceed that at the end of the first 4 weeks, using that number, we're going to actually like program your exercise as well. So you don't go to the gym for like for let's say for 4 weeks and then keep lifting the same weight for 4 weeks. Like there's no challenge. As we know, like it's called the law of progressive overload. Like if you keep doing the same thing over and over, but you just keep like increasing the load, you build up strength, you build up resistance, you build up muscle. Therefore, your body is actually like burning more calories. Your energy expenditure is much more higher. So that's what you want to bear in mind when we go into this phase is the first week we go in there and then like, let me load that up. Okay, slowly now. First we go in there and then we're setting up like 1 rep max. And then after we set up that 1 rep max, the second part of the workout is the Iron Fit workout, which is literally it's a 23-minute workout. Usually those workouts, the Iron Fit one, they're they're not more than 25 minutes. And these are the workouts you can do. Most of them do not require equipment. So if you're on the road, for example, this is a great resource for you to blast it in 25 minutes. Okay. The only thing those workouts will require is a resistance band. And again, there's a link for you to grab yourself a resistance band. I'm sure it should be in the email we send you, like when you first sign up to the program. So again, the high intensity workout, very straightforward, very easy, but not very easy though. Very intense, and you will pack huge result doing those. So what we're doing, like for literally, I believe the first week you're going to end up actually training for less than an hour. And this is what happened. Like when you keep doing that, you will see that you increase your heart rate greatly when you do that, the high intensity training. And then on top of that as well, you learn the lift by setting up your 1 rep max. Now, what happened when we progress through, and then we go into the second week of the fat loss program as well. Let's get that up. We start working from the percentages you set up earlier. So like the previous week, you set up your 1 rep max. The following week, we're going to work with 60% of that. So I want you to start getting used to that load now. Like keep repeating the weight, okay? And then again, we keep doing the iron fit high intensity workout. Now, as we progress through and we move on to like lean sanity, which is the second phase, you will see that now the intensity of the training is going up. We went from like 3 workout sessions per week to actually 4 workout sessions per week. So now things start getting a bit more serious, a bit more technical. We calculate percentages for literally every session. So there's you won't go to the gym now and then be like, you know what? Let me guess the weight, for example. You know, you won't go to the gym and be like, okay, you know what? Today we're going to be doing some bench press, and I'm going to try to not even try. I'm going to just go there and then just bench like a plate, which is 60 kilos. Like you come in there and then you know exactly what you should be lifting. For example, in this case, we're looking at let's say, so let's just collapse that. Week 5, day 1, we're deadlifting at 80%. So let's say that your deadlift 1 rep max was 100 kilos. 80% of that, put 80% here, bang, you got the number you should be actually getting. Now, if this is like a more complicated number, like let's say your deadlift max is 175, and you did that for 2 reps, this is what you should be lifting on that day, 144. So like everything is very precise as we progress through. And then you will see, like, again, we still in the background working with the law of progressive overload. And you will see that by the time you actually get to the next assessment at the end of the phase, where we reassess again your 1 rep max, you will see that your strength went to the roof. You will see that your weight dropped drastically. And I've seen so many guys coming to the program, like so many success stories. I was speaking with one of the clients on the program recently, and he added 25 kilos to his deadlift while he dropped 2 stones. So you can see like how this is powerful stuff. So you really want to actually use the resources here on the program, use the structure there for you, so that you take the guesswork out of the way. You know exactly what you should be doing. Like you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just giving you like the tools to actually like take and implement, and then that's how you really get success with Rise Academy. Now, when it comes to fat loss, obviously I've touched on nutrition, I've touched on exercise, I've touched on mindset. One thing which is extremely, extremely important, and the way the program is laid out for you is really helping you like stay on track. You know, you go in there, you know that, okay, I'm on week 2, day 2, this is what's happening. Bang, next. You know what I mean? But at the same time as well, I know that sometimes you may actually get a bit lost. You always, you may want to go back to certain workouts. I always advise like clients to actually do that. You know, like for example, if you're on a strength program, you will have access to actually to the high intensity training plan. So if you're on the roads, because I travel a lot and I know how hard it is, like you go somewhere remote, you got a hotel somewhere on the motorway or some stuff like that, you may not have access to a gym. You just got like your resistance band with you. You can still get some work done. And then that's what's so good, because you just need an internet connection to literally get onto the platform and get the information you need and then start implementing it. Even like when it comes to like what you eat when you're out in terms of if you go to a restaurant and you can't really count your macros or whatever it is, we have the solution for that in the platform, telling you like, okay, if you know that something is going to happen, if you know that you've got a social event, you can literally like plan that out so that you can actually go out there and have a social life, because nobody likes to eat some chicken and broccoli for the rest of their life. So one great resource, I think it's the pro package, the elite package, and the VIPs as well are getting is the Rise Journal, which this is one of the best things on this program. And here it is, by the way. It's the Rise Journal, great accountability partner, and this is something you use literally on a daily basis. Okay, you get in there, you write down your goals, you write down like what you did in the gym, for example, like if you did, I don't know, 120 kilos on the deadlift on this day, you can write it down. So you use that to write your goals, to get your head right, stay in the game, because it's going to be a long game. You're doing it for the rest of your life. Number two, you're using this journal as well as a workout log. So like most people, and I experienced it as well. Like when you go to the gym, like as long as you track your workouts, you will succeed. I guarantee you that. As long as you take like 1 second after your set, rather than actually going on your phone and scrolling on Instagram, take 1 second and just write down, okay, deadlift 160 kilos, done. Just write it down. It's just powerful stuff because you just keep track of your progress, and that keeps you extremely accountable. You can also use this journal to track your success. Success like not only in the gym, not only in nutrition, but success like in every single area of your life. So this journal is set up in a way that you can write down your successes every single day. Like, what did you do good today? And these are the kind of things which keeps you uptone, positive, hyped, motivated and jacked, so that you can actually go and smash those results. So always obviously like use your journal. If you haven't got the journal, again, I think you go to the website, it's olivierkili.com/journal. You can get hooked up as well. It's a great resource for you to have. And since I've been obviously starting using the journal, the Rise Academy journal, it's been a game changer for me, because every morning I get up, I write down my goals, go to the gym, write down what I've done. In the evening, I write my goals again, and I wake up the next day and I'm always pumped, I'm always motivated, and I go in and put the work in for my goals. And we've got several of VIP clients using it as well, and they're absolutely loving it. So go get hooked up, get a Rise Academy journal if you haven't got one already. And I want to wrap up today's mastermind by saying that if you're on the fat loss journey, just know that, okay, we can come in obviously, and then the first 4 weeks we're going to smash some huge results. Like everybody can do that. And we still come in, like when you come in the first like 4 weeks, like we're delivering like massive results for you. We're giving you like so much information, support, knowledge, accountability. And throughout the program, it's not only just the first 4 weeks. We want to obviously like think about the long game, about like, like I know that I'm going to live for the next 50 years. Like this is a lifestyle for me. I want to create something which is positive for me. And one of the bad images like fat loss has got over the years is that you need to be on a diet constantly. You don't need to be on a diet. And that's why like when you come into Rise Academy, like we're giving you like small tools, literally spoon feeding you every week. So that one, you don't get too overwhelmed. And then two, you really make sure that you understand and implement. And that's something which is extremely important. These are the points and the questions I've got this week regarding fat loss, of course, and from the client in Rise Academy. If you've got any questions, no matter where you're seeing this, it could be on YouTube, it could be on Facebook, it could be on in the private group, it could be in the Rise Academy membership site. If you've got any questions, be sure to pop them in the comments. Very soon, we're going to start a live version of this show. We always actually streaming live. I can't see the comment because obviously I'm using so many technical things here. But if you didn't get the chance to get your questions answered, you can always reach me out on Facebook and all the social media. And I think we're going to wrap it up, man. It's been a pleasure as usual. Every Wednesday I come here and we mastermind, and I'm really here to serve you, to help you achieve your goals, but more importantly as well, make sure that you keep those goals. I'll see you next Wednesday. Peace out. Bye-bye.